Alright, welcome back to the This Fellow J Mo's Productions viewers to episode 10. I can't believe I've pumped out 10 videos already. But anyway, so before I get Nate Karn's season debut underway, I kind of want to show you I made some changes to the roster after I made my moves. I put Gurriel up there in the 2 spot just because he has high on base. Hopefully he can have a good 1-2 punch with him and Martin up there. And then I moved Seager to the 3 hole and Cano down to the 5 hole with Lynn behind him, and then Iannetta. I'm actually, what I'm going to do, I'm bump Iannetta up one now that I'm looking at it. I think that'll be better. So there's my lineup. As far as this Aoki goes, I actually might, depending on how his next week to 2 weeks goes, I might put Tommy Pham in left field. As you can see, 265 with a 375 on base, with a 368 slugging, with a 353 career on base, and a 439 career slugging, with 265 career average. But he only has really just 223 at-bats professionally. So just because, I mean, he's regressing a little bit. Cano and Cruz are really regressing. And I don't know, if he's not getting it together, then I don't really want him in there. I think Pham can do better. So, but anyway, that's just a what-if scenario there. Or scenario, whatever you want to say. So anyway, about to get Karn's season debut under here. Let's take a look. This is actually Mariners debut. Last year was his longest stint in the big leagues. 147 innings pitched, 56 walks, 145 strikeouts, 367 ERA, 128 WHIP. Not bad, not amazing, but not bad. 132 hits and 147 innings pitched. That's pretty decent. 19 home runs. That's it. Let's see what else. Ks per 9, 8 Ks a game, almost 9. 3.5 walks a game and a home run a game. Fielding and independent pitching, he's almost at a 4. So looking to bring that down this year with the Mariners. So let's get this underway here. He's taking on Sean Manaea, Indiana boy. His stamina, or his energy level, is actually low right now. But I'm going to go ahead and throw with him just because, I mean, even if I put King Felix up there, Iwakuma's not going to be fully rested. So he might have a short outing today, maybe about 5 innings. So yep, there's my lineup. I changed it up a little bit, taking on a lefty today, so Daeho Lee's in the lineup. So I'm going to go ahead and play this game, and you guys will see the highlights, and I will be back after. So see how this game turns out. Hopefully we're looking to take a game here from the A's and gain some ground on the Astros in a new month of This Fellow J Mo's Productions, a franchise with Seattle Mariners. Alright, what is up, guys? Welcome to the game. Seattle Mariners 11-13 taking on the Oakland A's at home. Sean Manaea's on the mound, 1-2 and 5 starts with 3.24 ERA, 33 in a third innings pitched, 27 hits, 15 walks, and 32 strikeouts. Decent season. Youngster, rookie this year, played at Indiana State University, went to Andrean High School. In the first inning, I think this is the first time that I've ever had a highlight in the very first inning. Gurriel, the rookie, just recently called up, hits a double on I think it was the first pitch he sees for his first major league career hit, as you see right there. And as you see the ball being tossed into the coach right there, taking it, keeping it. Next batter, Kyle Seager, just hitting absolute bombs, per the usual. 2-run home run right there in the bottom of the first. The Mariners jump out to an early 2-0 lead thanks to Kyle Seager and his 408-foot home run. Nate Karns, 6'3", 225, 28 years old, had great success early on in AAA. So I gave him the call up. He was a little low on energy, so I'm going to keep him on a pinch count this game, but he's looking to really prove himself to his new club here. Bottom of second, 1-1 count, 2 outs. This is really, I mean, sum up mainly kind of, I guess, the only offense they really had against Carnes was only a couple base hits, really. Top three, again, Kyle Seager, just dropping bombs. I mean, the lineup that I changed it up today, or for this game, really, really worked out, and you'll see that in the score. But, I mean, Kyle Seager, just dropping bombs. Bottom of the third, 3-0, 1-2 count, and I think this is Healy, or their third baseman. Can't think of his name. I think it's Healy. Sorry. I don't know the Oakland A's, all their rookie players' names. Top five, but anyway, he hit a double against Carnes. Like I said, that was really the only offense they had him. After Gutierrez gets punked, Aoki comes up in top of five with no outs. And there's a pitch, and he puts a bunt down the third base line, beats it out. Third baseman misplayed the ball, so goes in the book as a base knock. Next batter, Martin. It's a weak ground ball, but he beats it out to first base with that 90 speed of his. Next batter is Gurriel, looking to improve on his already solid first major league game. I do a little hit and run action here, and works perfectly. Run scores, and Martin advances to third. So Gurriel is having a real good day so far in his first ever career game, and he chases Sean Manaea out of the game to bring in Chris Smith. You can see his stats there. Next batter is Kyle Seager. Little hit and run action yet again, and it works just the same, only to the opposite side. Just pokes it right through that shortstop, vacates, and just pokes it right through that hole. Next batter up is Nelson Cruz. Single up the middle, advances Seager to third. I actually messed up with Gurriel at the last highlight and ran him home on accident, and he got thrown out by a mile. So, in case you wanted to know, we all make mistakes, so don't judge me. Top five, 2 outs, runner on the corners with Robinson Cano at the plate, and just, I mean, that was right down the middle. Knocks it into center field for an RBI single. Cruz advances to third base. Mariners are really blowing it open here. Bottom five. This is a weird play. Thought I'd show it. Carnes, I think I just kind of misjudged it. But anyway, that guy gets on base, and with this highlight right here, Healy, their third baseman again, knocks him over to third to have runners on the corners for the next highlight. But like I said, that was really the only offense they had against Carnes all day long. And even so, I mean, they got a weak sac fly here, but even if that one play where I misjudged it didn't happen, this run doesn't happen right here. So he pitched a very, very nice game. I really like his windup too. I think he'll be a great addition for us from the minor league club. As you can see, I subbed Tommy Pham and Ryan Cook in. Ryan Cook absolutely shoved. I mean, I pitched him for 3 innings, as you'll see, and I mean, he was just dominant coming out of the bullpen, really finding his stride coming out of the Mariners bullpen. Yastrzemski, I don't know how to say that name, is on for the A's now. Top 7, 6-1, Martin at the plate. Looking to do some damage here. He's had kind of a quiet day so far. I think he's over. Anyway, he rips one down the right field line using that 90 speed of his, comes in second base for a stand-up double. Just absolute dominance at the top of the Mariners lineup. Next batter is Gurriel. Good fundamental baseball right here. Hitting behind the runner, advancing that runner over to third base with less than 2 outs. That's just great fundamentals right there. Although the runner failed to score, like I've said, the Mariners have been plagued all year by just not being able to get in runners when they're in scoring position. Anyways, you see, like I said, Ryan Cook shoved. This was his only mistake. Low changeup that Coco Crisp just golfed out. As you can see, it looked like a low pitch. Maybe it was right at the knees. But anyway, that brings in Tom Williamson. Ryan Cook did a good job, but that was his only mistake. And to close it out, it wasn't a close or save situation, so I just brought in the ex-closer Cishek to get us through the inning. As you can see, we won the game. Nate Carnes had a great game, and so did Kyle Seager. Alright, so as you guys can see, a 6-2 win in the game I played. Nate Carnes pitched a great game, 5 innings pitched, 6 strikeouts. I think he only gave up a couple hits. King Felix took on Graveman, and it was also a 6-2 win. Box score, Gutierrez 2 for 5, Pham 1 for 5 in his Mariners debut as far as starting in the starting lineup. Cruz 2 for 5 with a run scored. Seager 2 for 5 with another RBI. Lynn 2 for 5 with 2 RBIs. Gurriel 1 for 5. Aoki 2 for 4. O'Malley 3 for 2. He's been a great platoon role, a platoon player, like coming off the bench, providing some good offensive numbers. And Ionetta 2 for 4 as well. King Felix 8 innings pitched, 7 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned, 2 walks and 5 strikeouts for a 2.61 ERA on the year. Nick Vincent 2/3 of an inning pitched, 2 walks, 1 strikeout, and Diaz for the save, a third of an inning pitched. Perfect cross the board for a 4 ERA on the year. And 6-7 loss. Blake Parker took the loss. You can see the stats there. Martin had a good day. Seager had a good day. Cruz had a good day. Cano 1 for 6. Who actually went into extra innings again here. Lynn 1 for 5. Gutierrez 1 for 5. Clevenger 2 for 4. And O'Malley 1 for 5. Martin 2 home runs. Martin 2 RBIs. Cruz 2 RBIs. Gutierrez 2 RBIs. Martin with another stolen bag. Iwakuma kind of got roughed up again. 5 2/3, 6 hits, 6 runs, 6 of them all earned. 3 walks and 3 strikeouts. Parker 3 2/3 innings pitched. Long day for him. 2 hits, 1 earned run, 3 walks and 7 strikeouts for a 4.76 ERA. And Williamson didn't get through an inning, 1 hit, and for a 3.85 ERA. So that's really it for the Oakland series. I was going to show you guys, I got Webster back. He actually got claimed by the Yankees. So I went ahead and added him back to the roster, and I sent Blake Parker down. He was really struggling. He had a 4.76 ERA and almost 12 innings pitched. So I'm going to give him a little bit more time. I think he can be a really good piece in the bullpen for us. So I'm going to go ahead and just give him a little bit more time down in AAA. So I had to add Alan Webster to the bullpen. Right, you can see him right there in the long reliever position or slot. And then Blake Parker is down in AAA in his mid-reliever role. As far as this next game goes, we're opening up on the road against Houston here, a 4-game set. Taijuan Walker's on the mound, and I was going to say, depending on how his start goes, he is really struggling right now. 27 2/3. He has a bunch of hits given up. He has 37 hits and only 27 2/3 innings pitched. That's a bit of a problem. He only has 4 walks, so that's pretty good, and 21 strikeouts, but his ERA and WHIP is not good at all. So depending on how this start goes, you might have to take a look at him and evaluate him then after this start. So I had to, like I said, I sent Blake Parker down to have a 25-man roster. So let's go ahead and get this game going. We have Walker taking on McHugh at Houston. 7-10, 13-4 Mariners taking on the 18-10 AL West leading Astros. So let's go ahead and get this game underway here. Alright guys, welcome to the game. We've got the Mariners taking on the Astros in Houston. The 18-10 Astros taking on the 13-14 Mariners. On the mound for the Astros, we got Colin McHugh, 1-1 in 5 starts with a 4.31 ERA and 31 1/3 innings pitched, 35 hits, 12 walks, and 21 strikeouts. So, decent start. Looking to improve his numbers as he is a pretty solid pitcher for the Astros. On the mound for the Mariners, we have Taijuan Walker. Rough start to the season, as you can see, in 5 starts, 0-4, 5.53 ERA, 27 2/3 with 37 hits, 4 walks, and 2 strikeouts. Really looking to improve and turn the corner here on a rough opening month to the season. Top second, 1 out, 1-0 count. Robinson Cano drives 1 out to deep center, and if the Astros don't have that huge hill and the 436-foot center field wall, that is a home run, but it goes for a ground rule double. Next batter is Ionetta, and he actually strikes out, but he runs the first on the drop third, and Gaddis sails it over Valbuena's head to bring in Castro from second base, who ran on the drop ball for a strikeout. So, good play there. Just Astros just made a stupid error. I can't remember what inning this is. Gurriel, though, singles actually to deep left center field. It's a short porch out there, so he only got a single. Rasmus has a good arms to hold him at first. Top 4, 1-0 count, no outs to Nelson Cruz, drives one up the middle for a base knock. He's really starting to come and get hot here. Top four, Cruz on first after Cano fly out. Iannetta drives one up the middle for a base knock, and Cruz stays at second base. Next batter is Adam Lind, and he grounds one to first. Valbuena misplays it, and I actually run Cruz here home just to try and test out Springer out there, and he hosed Cruz, so now I know not to do that anymore. Anyway, Iannetta comes up and drives one a couple innings later to deep left field off the wall for his seventh double of the season. Kind of cooled off. I'm looking to get him going again. He's actually been pretty productive for us. But that'll chase McHugh out of the game, and in comes the left-hander Tony Sipp, who pitches a hitless rest of the frame. Here we got Colby Rasmus taking a close pitch for a walk, and then the next batter, Springer, drives it. That's Correa actually drives it into right field for a base knock. And then on that throw, Gutierrez actually sailed it, so runners advance to second and third. Springer is now up, and he grounds to third to get in the run from third base, and then Taijuan Walker pitches out of the jam. And after that half of the inning, Gregerson comes in for the Astros and pitches scoreless 8th and 9th frames, and that is it for Walker there after the Rasmus single. I actually brought in Cishek, and he pitched a scoreless frame in the 8th. And then I brought in Diaz for the save, and he saves it. So he's getting hot here. Really looking to get him going. I mean, I want a consistent closer, and he's really starting to turn into that. So as you can see, there's a box score. So there we go. All right, so as you guys can see from the highlights, it was a close game. Good game overall for us. A lot of guys. This new lineup that I made and kind of switching things up, I think is having a big impact. So that's always nice to see. The big story of the game, though, was Taijuan Walker on the mound. I mean, really turning it around this game. Hopefully he can continue that into his next start against Tampa Bay. But yeah, great start. I think he only had 5 hits given up in 7 innings pitched. So that's always nice to see. And I think he struck some people out too. Gurriel had a good day at the plate, as well as Cano and Iannetta. Gurriel had a couple errors in the field, though, so that's something that we have to keep our eye out for. So anyway, let's take it on to the next game here. A rematch between Paxton and Fires. Boog Powell, just going to keep him active. 6-3 win. Let's check out the box score real quick. Martin 0 for, Seager 2 for 4, Cruz 2 for 4, Cano 2 for 4, Tommy Pham getting some more at-bats, 1 for 5, Aoki 2 for 4, O'Malley 3 for 4, and Iannetta 1 for 4 with an RBI. So like I said, O'Malley is really providing some nice offense off the bench. Hopefully we can get Tommy Pham going here. The recent acquisition from St. Louis. James Paxton with the win, improves the 4-0, 6 2/3, 6 hits, 3 earned runs, 3 walks, and 7 strikeouts. Furbush and Vincent both get the hold. 1 inning pitched for Furbush, 1 walk, no strikeouts. Vincent, 1/3 of an inning pitched, perfect across the board. Diaz with a 6th save of the year, 1 inning pitched and 1 strikeout, really bringing that ERA down. That's nice to see. Next we got Nate Carnes taking on Keuchel. 2-5 loss here. Martin 0 for, Gutierrez 0 for. Cruz 1 for 4, Seager 1 for 3, Lee 3 for 4. That's good to see him getting it going finally. Gurriel 2 for 4, batting .380 on the year now, and O'Malley 1 for 4. Seager and Cruz both had doubles, and Lee and Seager had RBIs. Looks like Clevenger got in the game too, so hopefully he'll get that average up. Carnes 4 1/3, 6 hits, 2 earned runs, 4 walks, 5 strikeouts. Not a bad start, but really want him, to come in to the rotation and really do well here, as he did really well in AAA to start the year. Webster looks like he got some work in. 1 2/3, 1 hit, 1 run, 1 earned run, 3 strikeouts. Furbush 2 innings pitched, 1 hit, 1 run, 1 earned run, 1 strikeout. And to wrap the series up, we got King Felix taking on Pfister, who's having a fantastic start to the year. So let's try and end the series on a high note here. 5-3 win. Take a look at the box score. Seager batting leadoff, 1 for 4. Gutierrez, 1 for 4 with 2 RBIs. Cano, 1 for 4. Lynn, 3 for 2. Gurriel, 0 for. O'Malley, 2 for 4. And Tommy Pham, 1 for 2 with an RBI and 2 walks. And Iannetta, 0 for. Gutierrez and Lynn both had home runs. Cano with a double. Gutierrez, 2 RBIs. Cano, RBI. Lind, RBI. Tommy Pham, RBI. Gurriel with another error. O'Malley with the stolen base. Take a look at the pitching stats here. King Felix, 6 2/3, 5 hits, 1 earned run, 2 walks, and 10 strikeouts. Great day for King Felix on the mound against the Astros. Cook and Cishek both get the hold. Cook, 1 inning pitched, 1 strikeout for a 2.84 ERA on the year. Cishek, third of an inning pitched, 1 hit, 2 runs, none earned, 1 walk, and 1 strikeout. Still with that perfect ERA on the year. Diaz, 7th save of the year, 1 inning pitched, 2 strikeouts. So good to see Diaz finally getting it going and providing some consistency down there at the closing spot. So, like I said, great road trip here. Only 2 losses coming out with 5 wins. So 5-2, gaining some ground above 500 here, gaining ground on the Astros and Angels, who are both having great starts. The Rangers are really struggling, and that's a very big surprise, as you can see there. Carlos Beltran's batting .371, leading the American League. So we'll have to see how they fare. I mean, the Astros lineup is absolutely loaded now with all those acquisitions that they acquired at the trade deadline. So I think they're off to a slow start, but I think they're definitely going to come around pretty soon here. As far as our team goes, we're coming around fairly well here. Gutierrez is kind of getting it going. Aoki is still struggling a little bit. Sean O'Malley might take his spot, or even Tommy Pham there. So we'll have to see how he continues. Like I said, I'm going to give him another week or so. Other than that, Iannetta's cooling off a little bit. Cano is still kind of struggling a little bit. Batting .250, not bad for a second baseman, but at the same time, it's Robinson Cano, and we would like more out of him. But as you can see, he is regressing and regressing fast. So we will have to keep an eye on Robinson Cano here. Gurriel, really off to a hot start on the big league club, batting .320 and 25 at bats, 2 RBIs, and Leodonis Martin slowing down a little bit, but he is still batting .344 at the top of the Mariners lineup with 5 home runs and 17 RBIs. And let's check out his stolen. Here he has 15 stolen bases on the year, so that is always really, really, really good to have at the top of your lineup. Like I said, Taijuan Walker had a great outing, his last outing. Hopefully we get him turned around and really get him going here, because I want him to be a big part of this franchise and a big part of this organization. I mean, he's only 23 years old, so he has a lot of room to grow, but at the same time, I expect big, big things for him as Iwakuma and Fernandez are both getting older. Other than that, it looks like we really kind of evened out, or fixed the rotation here. I mean, Webster was really struggling, so we called up Carnes to have a couple starts, see how he did, and through 9 1/3, he has a 2.89 ERA with a 150 WHIP, so that's pretty good for a 5th spot in the rotation. Other than that, bullpen is really starting to come around. Williamson struggling a little bit. We'll have to keep an eye on him and see how he does. So I know in real life this year he's struggling. He has like a 7-something ERA, so we're gonna have to keep an eye on that. Cishek, not as many innings as I would like him to have, but at the same time, with that perfect ERA, still at 0, and Diaz is really coming around as our closer. So other than that, that's going to wrap up this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. Next episode, we're taking on the Rays and the Angels at home for a quick 6-game homestand before we hit the road again in Baltimore and Cincinnati before closing the month on a homestand against San Diego, Minnesota, and Oakland. So, like I said, that's going to wrap it up here. I'll dive into this Rays and Angels episode next after I get this one edited and uploaded. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys soon.